Hi all, this is Dwarakesh from Hayagrivas Silk House. I welcome all of you to another episode of Dwarak Speaks. As always, I'll be showing 5 favorite sarees of mine and I'll also be telling you why those sarees are a favorite of mine. Let's start. The first saree which I'm going to show you is this. This is a beautiful zari brocade saree. The border has traditional elements like yari and deer and unicorn patterns, and the border has checkered patterns inside which you have this floral and column patterns in zari. The pallu is rich. Let me open and show you the saree. This is the pallu. On either sides of the pallu, you have the peacock and the yari patterns as it is on the border, and in the center you have geometric patterns, and these designs are closely woven to each other so that it gives a solid, rich look. The full view of the saree will be like this. The reason I like this saree is plainly because of the color combination. The body is a nice maroon with a brown border, and it's a very unique combination. In fact, it's a very traditional and a retro combination. It doesn't come off late. Next saree which I'm going to show you is this. This is a beautiful purple with a coral pink border and pallu and blouse. The border has a retipated design. It has a rudraksham in the lower strip and it has a mango in the upper strip. On the body, you have this zari checks inside which there is a diamond and rudraksham patterns, that which also comes in zari. And the body is a purple. Let me open and show the saree. This is the pallu. The pallu is very simple. It has 3 strips of zari having this peacock rudraksham patterns, and in between, in the gaps, there are zari and thread lines. It's a very unique pattern. In fact, a retro pattern which I would say. The double border design on the border with a simple moonupatta self pallu. This is the full view of the saree. The reason I like this saree, primarily the color combination, a nice purple with a coral pink. Coral pink is nothing but a blend of orange and a particular tone of pink. And above all, on the body, you have these zari checks, and the buttas inside the checks are not very small and not very big either. So they are of the correct proportion, giving a very subtle and an elegant look. That is the reason why I like this saree. The third saree I'm going to show you is again a beautiful zari brocade saree. Usually in brocades, you have these darker and brighter combinations that come in, whereas here it's a nice ash color. The color on the body is ash, and it has a geometric diamond pattern inside which you have the rudraksham and a kamalam buttas. Very different design. You have this zari diamonds inside which there is a rudraksham and a kamalam patterns. And on the border, you have the varisepated design. You have the mugg and then button design with peacock, and it ends with a rudraksham. And in the gaps, you have these zari lines and strips with vanki and other vintage elements. The pallu also has the varisai pete kind of a pattern on the pallu on either sides. Like if you see, there is a mugg, and then you have the vanki, and you have the rudraksham, and then the peacock with gaps in between as it is on the border. In the center, we have the solid kan pattern, and it gives a very rich and a vintage look. And the blouse also comes off in teal. Couple of reasons why I like this saree. Primarily the color combination, and when it comes in a rich brocade pattern, the grandeur and the attraction goes to another level. And then the varisai painted design on the border totally complements the design on the body. So these are the reasons why I like this saree. The fourth saree which I'm going to show you is this beautiful black with a red border. Black and red border are common, maybe common, but in that case, the body will be either plain or it will have motifs in zari. Whereas this beautiful korvai Kanjivaram has thread buttas on the body. There are rudraksham buttas on the body in thread, which is in red color. And the jamudu or the selvage comes off in orange. And the border has a nice kan pattern on the upper strip with a vintage unicorn and elephant patterns on the lower strip. A vintage combination with a mild tweaking, which is nothing but the thread buttas in red color on the body. So as always, as expected, the figures that appear on the border has come on either sides of the pallu. So the unicorn and the elephant patterns are on the pallu. In the center, you have this geometric design which is closely woven to give a rich look and a grand look. The blouse of the saree is also in red, which also has the orange selvage. I'm sure when worn, it's going to be amazing. So the reason I like this saree is, as you would have known, the thread buttas on the body, which takes the look of the saree to another level, and the orange selvage on the border, it also adds an elegant attraction to the look of the saree. That's the reason why I like this saree. Last but not the least, so the fifth saree which I'm going to show you is this beautiful korvai Kanjivaram. So the color is very different. The border has a nice Vendayam shade. We have this deer unicorn patterns, and on top of which we have the Rudraksham and Ranimudi. Minute, subtle rake design in zari. Coming to the body, there is no design on the body. It is very, very plain. The color is peach or guava, I should say. It's a very, very different combination. The reason why the weaver has not had any buttas or any design on the body is that the color combination is very different, and when worn, contrasting colors should speak and it should not be spoiled by any design. So I think that should have been the motive of the designer or the weaver, I should say. So the pallu has the deer patterns on either sides, which comes inside the round shape. As in the border, pallu also starts with the temple and it has the Ranimudi and Rudraksham, and then comes to the deer pattern inside the round shape. And then in the center, we have this geometric design, which is again woven very closely so that it looks very rich and continuous. This is the overall look of the saree. So the reason I like this saree is straightly because of the color combination. I think it's a very, very unique combination. It's very thoughtful, I would say. Vendayam is usually contrasted with traditional dark colors, whereas the color on the body is like a particular tone of a matte finished guava. But it has a unique tone to it, and it beautifully complements the Vendayam shade on the border, pallu and blouse. So that is the reason I like this saree. So with this saree, we come to the end of the video, and I hope you would have enjoyed all the 5 sarees which I have shown you now. And these sarees are available in our store. You are more than welcome to visit our store on the GN Chetty Road, T Nagar, Chennai. You can also buy online on www.hayagrivassilkhouse.com.